Okay, this is a stupid question. What's Anna's friend's name? What is... Oh, no. What is, Anna and Elsa from Frozen?
What is that?
Frozen. It's a movie.
I don't know.
It's an animation from Disney. Like, everybody knows about it
I don't
in the
know.
US. Okay.
Which year? Which year was the movie?
4th grade, 2014.
2014. What is the movie name?
Frozen.
Frozen. Who made it?
Walt Disney Animation.
It's an American movie. Got some awards.
I mean, it probably did. I'm pretty sure it got the Best Animation Movie of 2014 award.
Alright. Animation movies are made using what?
I mean, I know like the stop motion animation, or you make every single second
Can you make it now?
I mean, I'm not good at drawing, but you can sort of make it if you just draw each scene and then flip it through. Like, every movement you have to redraw everything.
How do you draw? How do you make in your notebook?
I mean, it's not going to be like an actual animation, but it's just going to move. Like, if you draw at the edge of your page and then you flip through, you can see the movements like going into like a movie sort of thing. Have you never seen a flip book? Flip animation book?
I'm asking, will you be able to make it?
Not me, no.
Why?
Because I don't really think things through. Like, I made one for one of my classes.
We'll make it here now.
Okay.
Your book is not very... It's dog-eared book. What is dog-eared book?
No idea.
Dog-eared is... This is not...
dog-eared.
Yeah, that's dog-eared book. So how do you make... This is pen or pencil?
Pencil.
You're all children, small kids. Normally small kids use pens. As we grow, we use pen. Done? Now I have this mark here. Have you seen?
What mark?
See, when I draw, the next page I am able to see it.
Yeah.
Correct? You have never done it? In your life? Huh?
No.
This is the starting of animation. This is how you don't have to buy the book. You have to make it yourself like this.
Yeah, but... Nothing.
What am I doing?
Drawing the same thing over and over again, except in different positions.
Yeah. Enough?
Yeah.
Or you want some more?
I think that's enough.
Need to have patience, right? Don't have patience, you have patience.
I used to.
No? Get angry. Who gets angry at home? Kavita or Raju?
My mom.
Gets angry?
Yeah.
And what Papa will do? You call Papa or Papa?
I call
Nana?
Daddy.
No Nana?
Not really.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Who is good? You are good or your sister is good?
In what?
Generally at home.
Usually it's me.
Why?
Because my sister usually doesn't want to do any work.
Huh? No, I don't know whether it will work. Are you able to see?
Yeah.
Huh? So you can draw many more, it will become beautiful. You can see it moves faster. Correct? Then it looks like that Bomma is jumping. Right?
Yeah.
See. This is how animation is made. You can do it with and another method is to make
What's
a bomma and then tie ropes, keep moving it.
like a puppet? sort of
Yeah,
thing?
like a puppet. And you can put a torchlight and then play it in front of the puppet and put a screen.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah, it's like a shadow movie. Yeah. That's projection.
What's supply chain management?
Supply chain management is you have a shop. Earlier people used to stock a lot of things. Shops are like godown. It used to keep maybe 100 items it require. This may be 1000 items. This may be 2000 items. So they store in a week. Full items are stored. Every week they go for purchase. That was earlier style. Okay. These days they don't do this. They know there is a demand for this item. It's open always for you. You should open it and then close it. So assume you have Walmart and they have to store items for a week.
Yeah.
That will be huge. So what is done generally? They know how many items are here in the stock because the billing table will tell how many is sold. So every day they will be able to find out how much stock they have. So assume every day they are selling 50 quantity of this item, 50 quantity of this, 100 of this, and they know they have to maintain a stock of 500 for this, a stock of 100 for this, stock of 100 for this. What will happen? When 50 reaches, automatically from the counter, the order will be placed onto the supplier, and supplier will come and deliver it. Right? So the whole supply chain is managed through the programs. Nobody has to take an inventory. Inventory is the how many items are there. They don't have to take an inventory. They don't have to go to the counter and then give an order, or that nobody has to telephone. Automatically everything will go into the chain, so that the shop need not store items. Otherwise it's lot of space, occupying lot of space, right? This is what is done in the supply chain management. And for example, in India and all, during festivals in some state, number of cars sold will be much more than the normal sale. So they know in this season we need to serve it to this state. In the other season it has to go to this state. All these are managed through or learned and then understood through the subject called supply chain management. What happened? Why you have some
Why do
additional?
you have one glass?
Additional.
Because I don't need it. I broke it, but I don't need it on my right eye.
You want? This is too high, beta. You have 5, 4.3.
4 in one eye, 0 on the other eye.
What the?
How come? A big manufacturing defect. So you are in a temporary place. So your belongingness is not there. Correct?
Wait, so why are like Native Americans still in the settlements? Like
They're in like
I forget
reserves.
the reserves. Why are they still there?
Because there's laws.
Yeah, but very less, no? The right is not there for. The right is
I
very
know,
less.
but like, shouldn't they just be equals? I mean, like,
Yeah, but
why
they
are
don't
the
want to
laws-
assimilate into like what we call society. They still want to keep their culture, their value, and they can't do that in everyday life like that. The government has set out portions of land, so then they can still stay that way. Because if they were here, then people would pressure them to act like the rest of us.
And they don't.
thought
They
they were
don't. They don't
forced.
show their own lifestyle.
Yeah.
They're all migrated. But in India, you take 10 generations back how people lived, you still will see people, major population living in the same style. India is probably the only country where we have still, when we learn history, we learn Mesopotamia. Heard of this?
Yeah.
Where is Mesopotamia?
Between the-
Middle Crescent.
Nothing is there now. That is once upon a time a great place. Babylonia. What is there in Babylonia now? Nothing is there. But once upon a time, these are all great places of interest. But Bharat, India, still it is there in same size, same style, same culture.
in this civilization.
Yeah. So it is not. Do you think I am lazy?
No.
I am a true Indian, yeah. You think your father is lazy?
No.
Then you have seen two Indians who are not lazy. Tell me which Indian is lazy. We'll kill them.
No, just my cousin. She's always taught, like, she's always like, oh my god, you're so studious or whatever. And she's always like, oh my god, I could never be like you. You're so smart. And I'm like, no.
That
it's
is really true. All of you, yesterday also I was telling, the American children are very smart. You. But I'm sure native American children are not as smart as you.
Is it because culture?
They see, that is because, assume that you don't have food and you are sent to one place where you have got a lot of variety of food. What you will do? As a child, you will start grabbing. That's how Indians here in America, which I have seen. Because your father did not get a chance. Your father wanted you to learn all sort of things. And you say, please go, please go, please go, please go. Actually, it is stupid and useless. You can go, but you should enjoy. Don't take it as a... And it is the right time. Up to 21 years, maybe 18 years, you can learn as much as you can. But after that, you will not be able to. But we also did. But that may not be called as a standard thing which you are saying. We have done all that we have done in our childhood. I learned tailoring, I learned stitching, I learned painting, I learned drawing, I learned dancing, I learned karate, everything I learned. But that was not for a national competition, for a trophy and all that. We keep learning it, that's it. And we don't learn from a master, but we learn from all our friends. If somebody knows, the others will know by default. Right? So, there is no customized sale activity. Here everything is customized and sale, right? Yeah. My cousin brother must have taught swimming to maybe thousands of people, and he can be on the water, floating, no movement like this. As a dead body, he will sleep there. Somebody asks you how long you can sit. As long as I feel hungry, I can sleep there. Like that, he will say. He must have taught many people. I'm sure if you would have been in America, you would have earned a lot of money, right? Because per hour you pay this much. Stupid.
It's really expensive.
It's not to be taught like that. I am sure he has not even got half penny. in his life by teaching somebody. The intention is not that.
It's for his enjoyment.
His enjoyment. He enjoys. All the children who used to come to my camp, there was a boy who don't want to. He has asthmatic problem. If he touch water, he will get breathing problem and all that. I used to tell parents, keep them here, go. They are all from Gulf. Next day, I told Papat. His name, my cousin is called Papat. He was a maths teacher. He was headmaster of his school, but he retired. He was my eldest brother. I used to tell him, take this boy out. So 4 o'clock, he took him, put him in water for 3 hours. No asthma, nothing. I said, let him die or let him come out with full strength. Now he is a good boy. No problems in his life. That is because people are worried and scared. We are not worried and scared. Let the tornado comes, tornado comes. I am not scared.
I don't get why everybody's
Why
worried
you should
about
be
thunder.
worried? We don't even have,
I always count the seconds between the winds and the light because then you can tell how far away it is.
The what and the what?
With thunder. You said thunder, right?
Oh yeah, I
You
don't
count
get why
what
I'm
you see
so
and
worried
you-
about that. I mean, I guess it's a really bad thing to get struck by it, but
Yeah.
it's like not that big of a chance. Do you want to get out the book? How was your taekwondo thing yesterday, Ritisha?
Oh, it was good.
They were showing.
Huh?
They were showing.
What were you showing?
Yeah, she knows.
Yeah.
Oh.
Black belt.
No, we were
She's a black
outside
belt?
and she was like, he asked us if we did taekwondo too, and we were out. And we said yeah, and then he wanted us to kick his hands. So yeah.
Yeah.
Are we doing English today or
Do math.
yeah? Yeah.
So you got it? Solution for yesterday's problem?
No.
Why, yeah.
What? I didn't have time.
She was not there, so they didn't get a solution.
Yeah, you're our math expert.
You didn't try or you don't want to try?
I didn't
No,
have time
I did.
yesterday.
Huh?
I just
I didn't
couldn't
have time
understand it. I
yesterday. And then
tried.
this morning I went really early. So. Okay. Not that problem. That's already solved. Which one? None of them. What do you change this one? This one.
Okay, well you flipped the page. Okay, just this?
Read the problem.
Okay. 9 a.m. south for 1 hour. Okay. At 60 miles per hour. Next 2 hours south east.
Yeah, read
miles
that.
per hour.
What is the problem?
We started driving
2
9 a.m.
hours?
south
Oh,
for
yeah,
1
nine.
hour.
South for?
1 hour at 60 miles per hour.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
You
South
said to do
for
south.
1 hour, 60 miles.
Wait, can I try to solve it first?
So this is
yeah,
60
he's
miles
just gonna drive.
and 1 hour. Then
At 60 miles per hour. And then the next 2 hours southeast at 50 miles per hour.
this is south. This is east. So this is southeast, right?
Southwest.
So 45 degree.
For southwest for 3 hours.
So this is
at
45
70
degree.
miles.
45 degree how much?
100. Wait, no.
2
100
hours
miles.
for 100 miles.
So
2 hours at 50 miles per hour. So
yeah, I don't know
100
why I was saying
miles.
100 miles.
Wait, can I do it really quick?
he's just drawing.
100 miles, 2 hours. Then
3 hours.
to crust. That doesn't matter.
For 1 hour.
Yeah.
And then drove southwest for 3 hours at
So
70
this is
miles per hour.
southwest.
hour.
So this is 90 degree.
3 hours, 70 miles per hour.
So
210.
210. So
Wait, that's 90 degrees?
yeah, it will be 90 degree, no? This is 210.
I'm confused because
Correct?
it's southeast, right? And
See,
then you had to go
the problem is
southwest.
solved now.
90 degrees, right?
This will be 45 degree. This is 45 degree. So this will be 90 degree. This is 45 degree. This is 45 degree. This is 90 degree. And this is 100 meters. Therefore, this will be 100 meter. This will be 110 meters. Everything is given. Now this will be, assume that this is 0.6, 2.1, 1.1, this will be
You
root
go
2.
210 this way. Won't it be like that? How will it
Fine.
connect straight down?
Yeah, that's done.
See, won't it be like that? You go
It's a straight line.
You go 100 this way, and then you go 210 this way. How does it connect straight to this line? I don't understand the diagram.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it doesn't have
Can
to go
solve it now.
straight. It's still a 45-degree angle.
Where'd you get 110 from now?
No.
110.
The question is from here to here, how much is the distance, right? So assume this is 0, 0. If you know this point, what is this point? This is 600, this is root 2, this is root 2. So 2 root 2. So 2 root 2, 2.6 root 2. Plus, you should know this. This is 1.1.
Oh.
See, this is 210 and this is 45. You know this. Therefore, you can find this distance. This distance you know, this distance you know, this distance you know. Therefore, you know which is this point. Assume this point is xy. Then you can get x square plus y square. Square root is your distance.
Can you explain that?
Pythagorean
I
theorem.
got
See,
to-
this is towards south. 60 miles, 1 hour. Then 100 miles. So 100 miles, this is 45 degree. Then it took a southwest. This is southeast. This is southwest. Southeast and southwest, it's 90 degree. This is 45. Therefore, this is 45. This is 90. This is 45. This is 45. This is 90. So from here, you can find out this is 1. Assume this is 1 instead of 100. I'll take 1. This is 0.6 for computation easy. This is 1. This is 2.1. Right? So this is 1. This is 1. This is root 2. This is root 2. This is root 2, this is root 2. Now you can find out exactly what is that. Where are you? So if you know this coordinate, which is xy, x square plus y square, x1 minus x2 plus the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square, square root will be the distance. So x square plus y square, the square root is your distance from here to here. Yeah, that's it.
Did you get it?
Oh no, that's because he explained it.
Hmm?
Because we were trying to do it this way. We didn't think of doing it just straight down. We didn't think of cutting this in half. Otherwise, it makes it a lot easier.
All angles are known, right? All angles are known.
None? None?
You know the angles.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah. So you know this coordinate. Or the distance from here to here geographically was the question. So straight line. You know the coordinate, therefore you can get to the distance.
This? Right here?
Not that. You must get the distance. Yeah, that's also possible. You can draw a diagonal and then draw the diagonal. That is one option. Second option is this is 0, 0. Assume this is 0, 0. This is xy.
Neither.
Then x square plus y square
I'm just randomly
square
looking.
root will be
I
the
see,
distance.
which one are we doing?
Oh.
Fine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do math.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go like
What next for the day?
Math doesn't have any chapters left. It's just example questions.
Yeah.
Then why don't we do the reading? Because we did math yesterday. But it was an example.
We'll do.
Okay, let's do 257. Is it the same one again, or do you want to do this one?
257. We never did that.
We did it yesterday, but we
We
didn't
did.
exactly get into it yet.
We didn't even open
You
that
learn
part.
drawing?
Drawing?
Huh?
What about drawing?
How do you learn? How do you draw a face?
You just,
Do you know maths and drawing face?
yeah. You, halfway down you draw a line, and then half of that you draw a line.
Not half. One third, one third,
One-third,
one
yeah.
third.
One-third of
One
that.
third is the, yeah, one third is the hair.
Your eye, from here straight if you draw, you will end at this place where that's why you are able to put your specs. It is manufactured for keeping specs like this. Right? If that scale is understood, it becomes easy. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3.
Wait, so like 1/3 here, 1/3 here,
Yeah.
and then just
This is a third?
First draw.
This is a third.
Draw like this and then divide into 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Then ear should come here, should come here, lips should come here, nose should end here, eye should be ending here. Then you get this shape. That's it. Yeah. Which one? Sample math questions. Multiple choice. Pado.
In the previous chapters, you learned about the 4 areas covered by the SAT math test. On the test, questions from the areas are mixed together, requiring you to solve different types of problems as you progress. In each portion, no calculator and calculator, you'll first see multiple choice questions, then student-produced response questions. This chapter will illustrate sample multiple choice questions. These sample questions are divided into no calculator and calculator portions just as they would be on the actual test. Remember, it's important not to spend too much time on any question. You'll have on average 1 minute and 15 seconds per question on the no calculator portion and a little less than 1.5 minutes per question on the calculator
So
portion.
if it is 1 minute 15 seconds to read the question, how much time will it take?
15 seconds.
You have to take 15 seconds. So
That's it.
I had like 10 minutes left over for both of them.
10 minutes or 10 seconds.
10 minutes when I was done with both of those sections.
Done. Okay.
that's because
But
you're
I-
amazing at math.
I left one question open and I showed it to my mom later and I realized it was so easy and I could have solved it.
I've done it so many times.
If you can't solve a question in a reasonable amount of time, skip it, remembering to mark it in your booklet and return to it later. Test taking strategies. While taking the SAT math test, you may find that some questions are more difficult than others. Don't spend too much time on any one question. If you can't answer a question in a reasonable amount of time, skip it and return to it after completing the rest of the section. It's important to practice this strategy because you don't want to waste time skipping around to find easy questions. Mark each question that you don't answer in your booklet so you can easily go back to it later. In general, questions are ordered by difficulty, with the easier questions first and the harder questions last, within each group of multiple choice questions and again within each group of student-produced response questions. Don't let the question position or question type deter you from answering questions. Read and attempt to answer every question you can. Read each question carefully, making sure to pay attention to units and other keywords, and to understand exactly what information the question is asking for. You may find it helpful to underline key information in the problem, to draw figures to visualize the information given, or to mark key information on graphs and diagrams provided in the booklet. Remember, in general, questions are ordered by difficulty, with the easier questions first and the harder questions last within each group of multiple choice questions, and again within each group of student-produced response questions. So the latter questions may take more time to solve than those at the beginning.
It's kind of even, but anyways, good.
Remember, knowing when to use a calculator is one of the skills that is assessed by the SAT math test. Keep in mind that some questions are actually solved more efficiently without the use of a calculator.
That's very true.
When working through the test, remember to check your answer sheet to make sure you're filling in your answer on the correct row for the question you're answering. If your strategy involves skipping questions, it can be easy to get off track. So pay careful attention to your answer sheet. On the calculator portion, keep in mind that using a calculator may not always be an advantage. Some questions are designed to be solved more efficiently with mental math strategies, so using a calculator may take more time. When answering a question, always consider the reasonableness of the answer. This is the best way to catch mistakes that may have occurred in your calculations. Remember, there is no penalty for guessing on the SAT. If you don't know the answer to a question, make your best guess for that question. Don't leave any questions blank on your answer sheet. When you're unsure of the correct answer, eliminating the answer choices you know are wrong will give you a better chance of guessing the correct answer from the remaining choices. Remember, never leave questions blank on the SAT, as there are no penalty for wrong answers. Even if you're sure of the correct answer, eliminate as many answer choices as you can, and then guess from among the remaining ones. On the no calculator portion of the test, you have 25 minutes to answer 20 questions. This allows you an average of about 1 minute 15 seconds per question. On the calculator portion of the test, you have 55 minutes to answer 38 questions. This allows you an average of about 1 minute 26 seconds per question. Keep in mind that you should spend less time on easier questions so you have more time available to spend on the more difficult ones.
Wait, did they say that if you guess, that's less of a penalty than...
There's no penalty
No
if you-
negative marks.
for getting it wrong. So it's better to guess than leave it blank. Don't leave it blank.
So you'll get points even then, or you just won't
Yeah.
get any points?
If you don't know A, B, C, D, somewhere you write something. That's it.
That you have a 25% of getting it right.
Okay.
If it's multiple choice. Even if it's student response, just guess a number.
That is why all the questions are multiple choice like this.
No, there's
Even
student
using
response
calculator?
ones. There's like in the end there'll be like 5 questions that are
Descriptive.
you just it's
no,
just like
no
it's,
choice.
Yeah.
No, it's
There
just
are
like
5
one
at-
number though.
There are 5 at the end that'll be like fill in the grid. You have to fill in your own answer. You don't get to pick between 4 answers.
Actually, the system of choosing from options given is only the questions. It's all rubbish. Because a fool also may be lucky to get into courses. It happens most of the time.
I don't like that system. I don't like that.
Actually, it should be descriptive and
It helps me.
It does not because I'm not lucky in this
I mean,
case.
me either.
no. I remember when I was doing masters. The first day, our teacher gave a question paper. It had 25 questions, and the answer was true or false. Very simple. What should be written?
True or false?
True or false. Very simple, no? Even if you write everything true, at least 50% mark you will get. If everything is, nobody will make a question paper with everything true in a question true or false. So if somebody makes everything true, definitely you will get 50% marks. Or even you write everything false, still you will get. I couldn't get, most of them were. So I got a good mark. It was 0. No luck. Everything was, whatever I guessed also went wrong. But then I felt very bad. That day I went and then looked at. I said, some of my answers are correct. Why did he give 0 mark to me? Some people who got good marks, what they did? Very happy. No, they didn't go through the questions because they got good marks. They didn't check. Next day, he gave the same question paper, and on the board he wrote, justify. Whatever answers you gave yesterday, justify it. Even if written wrong, no problem. But what you should do? Justify it. I got full marks on that day. Because I have gone through the questions and I justified myself whether I am right or wrong. Everything was analyzed. So what should be done is, even when you try questions, it's not answer which is important. What is important?
The justification.
The process is more important. So though you may not have to write it down, so that your process will become easy for you. Got it? You may get the answer. Don't try to solve this to solve. Get the answer. That should not be your aim in practicing. Practice should be always with the method, writing, systematic. That's why I keep saying, don't solve the problem to learn. Solve the problem to teach someone else. When you teach someone else, you cannot say this is the answer. Then they will ask you, why? So learn how to answer why. Yeah. What is the question there?
If line E is translated up 5 units and right 7 units, what is the slope of the new line?
What is slope first of all?
The slope shouldn't change.
No,
because
what is
it's
slope?
just translating. It's like the.
No, how
much it
slope is
rises
defined?
up. How much it. Oh.
Change of y over change. Change in y over change in x.
That's it. So answer is there.
It's just
It's 3 over 2.
Line L.
Negative 3 over 2.
Mm-hmm.
No. Cross it out.
Yeah, all that is unnecessary
Yeah,
information.
But don't cross it out. What
It's
is
literally, the question is, what is the slope of the line?
It shouldn't matter. But still. It's negative 3 over 2. Is that what everybody got?
Yeah.
Nice.
So what is given? How much is shifted? Why?
5 units, 7 units.
Yeah,
no
5
5
units.
units up, 7
5
units
units,
to the right.
7 units.
Yeah, 5 units up, 7 units here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then what is the slope?
Same thing.
Change in slope.
There's no change in the slope.
Why?
It says, what is
Because
the slope?
it's just translating. The how much it rises is still the same.
It's not a specific point that's changing. It's just
It's
not
how
like-
much is it
it's
going up or down by. Like how much is it tilted. That doesn't change when you move the line itself. You take the whole line and move 5 up and 7
You
across.
tell me what is it written there?
If
The
line
line
L is
is
translated
translated
up 5 units and right 7 units,
Up 5 units and right 7 units.
Hmm.
Don't you think the slope will change?
Slope
no,
won't change.
it's
The whole
moving
line is
the
moved.
entire line. So all of these points will go up 5 units and all of the points will go over 7 units.
So the rate
You
of
draw
change
that
is
and
still
show
the
me?
same.
Okay. So it's like this. The line is here.
Yeah, where is that line now? This point is what? 6.
6, 0. And then you just move it up and over.
No,
so
wait.
it's
This
at
is 6.
7. That's 7.
This is at 7 now?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is at?
1.
That's
Say
at 4,
5.
1.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's 1. Oh, you mean, yeah, 4. I'm sorry. I was just looking at the y-axis. I don't know
This
why.
is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's at 5. So this is,
Wait, this
5.
one is at 4,
There's
1.
no point there. It's here.
It's at 4, 1.
yeah, if line L is
This is line L.
transported up,
Trans up. Everything is translated up.
So from 7, it'll go to 12.
Huh.
This will go up.
It will go to
This
4,
will go up.
6.
And we'll
This
go
will
to
go up.
12, 7.
12. Yeah,
What
this
is the
will go
answer
to
given?
4, 6. And then this
B.
will go to
2 over 5, negative 3 over 2, negative 8 over 9, negative 11 over 14. The answer is B.
It's just 3 over 2, which is the slope.
so
of
what is the slope of the new line? What is the slope of this line?
Negative 3 over 2.
Where is it given?
No,
You
we
just calculate it.
Negative
How did you
3
calculate it?
over 2.
The
The
triangles.
change in x, the change in y over the change in x.
This is 3, and this is 2. And it's a downward slope, so negative 3 halves.
That's 3, that's 2. I think, oh, we do it this way, okay. I can't see.
So it's like taking a geometric shape like a square, taking it up 5 units and over 5 units is the same thing. Take the entire line up 5 units and over 5 units.
Correct?
The angles don't change.
It doesn't change the rate of change.
Okay.
Okay, number 2. The mean
The mean number
number of students per classroom, Y, at Central High School can be estimated using the equation Y equals 0.8636x plus 27.227, where x represents the numbers of years since 2004 and x is greater than 10. Which of the following statements is best interpretation of the number?
X is greater than 10.
You got this?
Less than 10, whatever.
Less than or equal to.
Yeah.
Answer is correct.
Yeah.
And here, what is that?
Oh, I'm reading the problem.
What is
Does
that?
everybody have an answer? I got D. What about you?
Wait 1 minute. You're being. Oh, okay.
Read louder. Nothing wrong.
I got D.
How?
It's because. Okay.
What is the problem? Read.
It's. Okay. The mean number of students per classroom y at Central High School can be estimated using the equation y equals 0.8636 x plus 27.227, where x represents the number of years since 2004 and x is less than or equal to 10. Which of the following statements is the best interpretation of the number 0.8636 in the context of this problem? Option A. The estimated mean number of students per classroom in 2004.
No classroom is mentioned, so
Yeah.
that's wrong.
What the
B.
mean number of students
Well, yeah,
per classroom?
classroom.
That's the first
Oh,
sentence.
wait, never
Yeah,
mind.
I was like, wait. The estimated mean number of students per classroom in 2014, but that would make sense because that's 2014, so there's no B. C. The estimated yearly decrease in the mean number of students per classroom, but this isn't. We're going up, like, because
It doesn't have to do with
It
the mean.
has-
It has to do with how much it's
Yeah.
increasing each time. Well, actually, no, it would be
no.
decreasing. Actually, no, it would be
no, it
increasing.
would be increasing
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's. Yeah. And then the estimated yearly increase in mean number of students per classroom. I felt like that was the. I just kind of.
In
crossed everything
2004 and
else.
in 2014, that's not counted because it's per year. It's not a decrease in number of students because there's no negative in front of the 0.8 whatever.
It's increasing each
It's
So
time.
increasing.
D is the only answer that makes sense.
Let's do 3. If 2 over a minus 1 equals 4 over y and y can't equal 0, where a can't equal 1, what is y in terms of a?
It's 4 over y.
2 over a minus 1 is equal to 4 over y, and y not equal to 0,
Y in terms of a.
where a not equal to 1. What is y?
In terms of a. Should we just cross multiply?
Hmm.
Did you get it? Where a can't equal 1.
Start with 2. Y equals 2a minus 2. Is that what you guys got?
Yep.
A.
Which one?
Y equals 2a minus 2. We just cross multiply the products. And
Done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 4. In the complex number system, which of the following is equal to that?
What is
What's 7 into 15? 90.
7 plus 12? I really need new glasses. Okay.
I sure hope I'm multiplying right.
6. Did you go 168 or 14 times 7?
Not there yet.
Okay.
Did you do this? I multiplied something wrong. That's okay.
Why are you expanding with the
Why is
root
14
minus
times
1
plus
and all
smaller
that?
than 14? I did something wrong.
Not
The
okay.
point is wrong.
Oh, and now I see what I did. Whoops. 8, 6, 168. Yeah, I got it. Did you get an answer yet?
98 plus 4. 1.
And then minus 24.
Huh?
I got D.
Yeah.
Did you find it?
Don't solve this problem. That is where you should use logic. When you expand here, you will get 14 into 7. You just write 14 into 7. Okay, minus 2 into 12, no? That is 24. This is minus, therefore it will become plus. So it will become 24. Add 24. 14 into 7 plus 24. 14 into 7 is 98. 98 plus 24. 122. Okay, so check where is 122 here. But there will be I numbers also. So this will be the answer. Imaginary part definitely will be there. And the answer is 122 when you multiply. Got it? So don't solve it. Solving will take more time. You don't require to check the answer, you don't require that. Why they have given 74?
Because you can
Oh,
revise.
74. If you place the 7th digit of 14.
No. Generally people will think minus 2 into 12 will become how much?
24.
Plus 24. If this minus 24 is not taken, you may get confused. It could be less than 98.
Because what did they
98
do with
minus
the
24
ice?
you will take. So the only mistake can be, this is to check your knowledge with the 2i into 12i. 2i into 12i is
Minus 24i squared.
minus
so plus
24i square. So it will become plus. To check that only this is given. Which is the answer now?
But without solving this, we could just
Yeah,
like
that's what he
kind
said.
of. Yeah, I was just asking like the process.
Which is the answer?
D. Oh, we solved it.
Moving on. The graph of
Wait,
y.
did you have to solve it?
You got it?
The graph of y equals 2x minus 4 into x minus 4 is a parabola in the xy plane. In which of the following equivalent equations do the x and y coordinates of the vertex of the parabola appear as constants or coefficients? So it's asking for the vertex of the parabola. Yeah.
How do you find the vertex?
You could put it into graphing form. There was another method, but I forgot it. What was it?
We had to first put it into standard form and then we can.
What was the other method? There was another one. What, the axis of symmetry. Do you remember how to do that? I forgot.
Whose class were you in? Lax or
I
what?
wasn't lax. But this wasn't in this year. This was in 8th grade.
Yeah, no.
There was another method with the axis of symmetry. Do you remember?
Plus 4.
Well, I guess we just have to put it into standard form.
Standard form is A.
A?
Yeah, you don't need to solve it to know it. It's
That's no. The other vertex form, not standard form. Vertex form.
I don't know what vertex
Oh yeah,
form is.
vertex form is right
That
there.
it's B or C. But that doesn't have to be necessarily be right. We just
We
Plus,
can just-
minus
that's
2.
in vertex form.
If
isn't necessarily-
we
Plus,
expand that, we
minus
can we know if it's right.
Plus minus 2 is literally just minus 2.
Hmm?
Just
Plus
Yeah,
minus
it's minus 2.
2x.
Yeah, they just wrote it down.
oh wait, why?
That would be.
It's
It's actually no. I'm just gonna expand them.
It would be 2x times x equals x squared. No.
Solve it.
2 times x equals 2x.
It didn't hurt anybody if you just
Oh wait, never mind.
12x plus 18.
Are you getting 2x squared minus 12x plus 16?
Yeah.
I think it's
And
C,
that's-
but don't quote me on that. X squared minus 6x
Yeah.
plus 9 minus 2
That's
is
right.
2x squared minus 12x
It's
plus 18
right.
minus 2. Yeah, it is.
The standard form is right there. So you really don't need to like.
I know, I expanded both out.
Which both? Oh, this one
Yeah.
and that one.
No, no, no.
Oh.
This one and that one. That one I had to expand first, and then I expanded this to see if they equal to each
B
other.
and C or
But
A
you cannot
and
check
B,
like that.
C.
Okay.
That should be more. Then you will have to expand everything.
Yeah.
How do you know this is the answer?
Because both of these were in vertex form. This one doesn't have two constants. This one also, if you expand, it will expand out into a standard form.
Okay, so
This
x
one
square is what you're seeing.
You could just convert this into standard form also, would that be easier? But I had a feeling that it was either B or C. Let's see. But I put this in standard and vertex form on those. Yeah, if you take 2 of this, x squared minus 6x plus 16. And then 2 and the x minus 3, the whole squared plus 9 minus 18 would make it minus 2. Yeah, if you put into standard form, I got C.
Okay. Now you can move on to the next
She's
problem.
not done.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm done.
You're done? Okay, let's move on to the next one then. If a to the negative half power equals x, where a is greater than 0 and x is greater than 0, which of the following equations gives a in terms of x? Wow.
Wouldn't it just be A?
A in terms of x.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting a equals x squared. I'm not getting a negative x squared though. I think I did something. If
I
it's
did
negative,
x
then it's
squared.
squared.
It would.
What am I doing wrong?
I'm pretty sure it's this. But I'm
No,
probably
because
wrong.
if you translate that, then let's just do that as a into negative 1 into a into 1.
Then it would just be 1 over A, right? Oh, I
Wait,
mean, like,
that's
I'm
wrong.
talking
I
about
don't-
A to
I don't-
negative
you don't
1.
do it like that. Sorry, my bad. But basically, it's 1 over the square root of a equals x, right? Doesn't that make
Got
sense?
it?
But no, I'm doing something wrong though because I'm not getting any of those. So then, if you
Hmm?
do that, then
What is a to the power of minus half means?
Oh, negative.
1 over negative a, 1 over square root a is equal to
1 over root
square
a.
root is equal to
1 over root a is x.
Wait, how did you take out the
a
1?
is equal to 1 over x squared. And 1 over x squared b.
Okay. So how do you get A equals 1?
I
Be
multiplied
careful,
both
that's why I
sides
asked
by
you.
square root a. Square root a. These cancelled. I got square root x square root a.
It looks like this.
Look at how I did that. Here, I'll write it when I read.
Otherwise,
One
who
over
will give a
M, so then
question
you
where
square
root a
it,
is equal to
and
x
then-
direct?
Okay.
For giving it, there is something, no?
And then you multiply both sides by
They are
root
giving
a
questions
by
not
root
to
a
check your
equal to
eyesight,
root
to
x
see whether
to
you are
root
using
a
brain.
is equal to 1. And then you divide both sides by x. No, wait.
You
Say yeah,
divide-
both sides by x. I know, we already, it's b.
It's D.
No, don't check the answer.
This
Let's see how
Minus half you cannot take
I know,
on to
I
the other
understand what you
No,
did.
no.
Because then you just squared it and then it's 1
side.
over
There is
X
no
squared.
negative at all. There.
Look, do you want to do it together?
No, I'm good.
No, wait, did you get a B?
I got rejected. Yeah.
You do it.
Yeah.
Don't check whether I told you not getting answer ABCD is not important. Do it.
Okay.
Don't look at maths when somebody else does. That's the first mistake. You do it. Unless you do it, you will not know. What did you write? You tell me.
1 over the square root of a equals x, and then I multiplied each side by the square root of x.
Okay.
I mean a, sorry. And then 1 equals the square root of a times x.
Why are you doing all that?
Because don't I need to write down...
Because you are
answer?
looking for the answer, right?
Yeah.
Don't. That's what I said. See, 1 over root a equal to x, correct? You can take this here, take this down.
Yeah.
So what will get? A. You are taking it here. This will go here, and you are squaring it.
But your
So
cross...
a will become 1 by x square.
I'm confused. So did you like...
Yeah.
Did
X
you
is
cross
equal to
multiply?
1 by root a. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So x square will be 1 by a.
Yeah.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
What will be a?
A
A is equal to x power minus 2.
Yeah, that's what I got. Except I went to like 1 over x squared.
So here a, why do you get this doubt? Minus should not be there at all. So d is out. And a is root x. A is root x? Wrong. A is equal to 1 by x square. You can write. Why am I writing this? Y is equal to x power minus 2 also. That could be one option tomorrow. Here option is not given, right? It could be x power minus 2. But some people, they will look at it and say, oh, x power minus 2. You will not see this minus here, you will see that minus there. Got it? Which is the answer?
Voila, please correct them.
Why is everyone looking at me?
I'm not.
I will do this.
She is expressionless. Expressionless. First class you had no expression, but then all these classes you had expression. But today again you went back with no expression.
Tisha, make an angry face. Tisha, make a happy face. We do that with my sister. Tisha, make a sad face.
Does she actually do
Yesterday
it?
she was happy.
My sister does it.
She could sleep. Today she is not able to sleep.
With Tisha,
Because one eye is open, another eye is closed. So she don't know whether she is sleeping or not.
Oh, God. I've never seen anybody who has such a power difference as you.
Actually, doctor could give such a specs, right? Yeah.
We should get it checked again.
What you can do is you don't require this at all. You can keep a magnet permanent here, insert inside, and then put the glass.
Monocle.
So it will stand.
No, I don't have monocle.
It will stand like this. Earlier, some scientists used to use such specs. Only one glass will be there.
Monocles, yeah. I love those. You should get one.
Mahatma Gandhi used to have.
You would look so cool, dude.
Yeah, get it.
And whenever you read only, you
Sherlock
take it. And then take it
Holmes.
up.
I mean,
It could
sorry,
be
not
on
it's
your
not
hand.
Sherlock Holmes. It's just
Hanging like a
magnifier.
pen. Take it up and
Yeah,
insert it.
get a monocle.
Or maybe a
I
telescope.
want a monocle, but I
A
need
small
both.
telescope, no? Like, keep it like this.
And
Insert
then
it.
people would also make
Like
fun
watch
of her,
repairs,
so...
use it. Have you seen?
People would not make fun of you for having a monocle. They think you were so cool. I think you were
You
so
not seen? Check the
Yeah,
picture of a
but
watch
everybody's different. I'm
repairer.
pretty sure with
They'll
today's
always
society,
use one
people
glass.
make fun of
cool.
her.
They think
That's how
you're
they are
so cool.
depicted.
Okay, barely anybody would make fun of you.
Everyone was
Secretly,
No one would
people
make
would make fun of you.
They secretly they think it was so cool. They might
Yeah.
tease you on the outside, but secretly they'll wish they had a monocle. Monocles are so cool. Whoa, what's wrong with you?
Really good.
I'm sorry.
You have a glass frame with the magnet in the middle. You know this? Can put it together.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. But I can't have any weight on my glasses, otherwise it's gonna tilt completely to one side. That's why I have to use plastic frames.
Okay.
I can't use metal frames.
Yeah. What is the question now? If y is equal to, read it.
Why?
X square plus 2x plus.
X cube plus 2x plus 5 and z is equal to x squared plus 7x plus 1. What is 2y plus z
Basically,
in terms of x?
It's just this 2x plus 5 plus
Just substitute, that's
x
it.
squared plus
Just
7x
substitute.
plus
Yeah.
1.
That's it.
That's what I got.
So 2x cube
2x, yeah,
plus
plus
4x
4x plus 10
Plus x squared.
x squared plus 11.
4x plus, you don't have to expand again.
plus
Don't do that.
11.
4x plus, here it is
God.
no 7, 11x.
This.
So
Yeah.
where 2x cube plus 11x is there, that is the answer. Don't expand the whole thing.
How do we... Yeah, okay.
If you expand, it takes more time. The time given is, that's why I'm saying doing maths is not important.
Just thinking logically.
For that purpose, logically you should think. Sanjana's logic has started working now.
We'll see.
No, I hate these.
Which of the following?
No.
I suck at these.
Physical
Let's-
ones.
Don't.
I don't know how to solve these.
I hate these.
Don't.
Why?
Don't hate.
I don't
that's
understand how to solve this.
I don't know
Which
how
one?
to do this.
Convert it into
Eight.
radicals.
I haven't learned it
No,
yet.
yeah, I couldn't.
I haven't learned radicals.
See, you have a sign, right? And what are the questions? Cos, sine, right? So sine and sine cannot happen
Oh, we know D can't
because pi by
happen.
5 cannot be minus sine pi 5 and pi by 5 cannot be this. So these two are out. So you should write cos in terms of sine. How do you
Is
write
it
cos in
cos?
terms of sine?
Cos is just the opposite of sine.
Not opposite.
Why would negative sign?
You remember, I don't know whether you had attention when I wrote cos and sine. I made a table.
Yeah, I have that.
You were there.
Sure.
So what is the table says? When sine 0, cos will be 1.
Oh, yeah.
Cos 0,
Oh, yeah.
sine will be 1.
Because it's x and
Right?
y.
So what is the difference between cos and sine? Cos
Cos
theta will be, or sine theta will be. You can write both way.
Sine theta would be 1 minus...
This is what? The whole thing is called what?
Oh, no.
Pi. This is pi by 2. 90 is pi by 2, right? So the relation is what? If
Pi by 5
cos
is-
x or sin x equal to pi by 2 minus x. That's it. Simple?
Let's read this.
Is it pi or pi by 2?
Pi by 2.
What is pi?
Pi is 180.
90 or 180?
180.
180. So this is 90 pi by 2.
Uh-huh.
So cos x will be
Cos x will be...
sin x will be, cos x will be, you can write pi by 2 minus x.
Pi by 2 minus...
This is 40.
So sin 0 will be cos,
1.
no, if this is 0, cos pi by 2. What is cos pi by 2? Cos pi by 2 is here, 0. So sin 0 will be cos 90. The difference is only 90. Again, you understood or not? Got it?
Yeah, sure.
And this is 45. Cos and sin will be equal. So pi by 2 minus pi by 4. Cos pi by 4 will be, assume this is pi by 4.
Could you just do like...
Pi by 4 is equal to cos pi by 2 minus pi by 4. That will be cos pi by 4. Right?
It's not an answer choice.
So this is what is given. Sin x is equal to cos pi by 2 minus x. That's a formula to be used. So this is pi by 5. Pi by 2 minus pi by 5 will be
pi by 2 minus pi by 5 will equal
3x.
See,
Pi
simple.
over 2.
Pi by 2, pi by 5 is given. So the LCM has to be 10. So you don't even have to solve it. Wherever it is coming, it is the answer.
Pi over
So you are not solving it. You are only using logic.
Okay. I don't understand how you got pi, but okay, so it's the 90-degree thing, right? But if
This is an
sine
equation
pi
we
by
just-
5, right? How does that have to do with pi by 2?
Pi by 2 is just part of the equation.
See, this is the equation. Wherever cos and sine, I'll tell you. The whole trigonometry concept is like this. This is opposite side and this is opposite side. This is adjacent side. This is hypotenuse. Right? So what is sine theta? Sine theta is equal to, which pencil is working? You have to click it or
No, you have to.
yeah. So sine theta is equal to what? Opposite side by hypotenuse. What is cos theta? Adjacent side by hypotenuse, right? So what is sine 0? Angle is 0. Right?
Yeah.
Say theta is equal to 0.
Okay.
When theta is equal to 0, what is opposite side? Nothing.
Something.
Right?
Yeah.
So opposite will become
0.
0. Hypotenuse will become
1.
equal to, hypotenuse will become, or adjacent I will write. Adjacent will become hypotenuse. Adjacent and hypotenuse is same. As this, assume that the angle is moving like this. Right? So at this point, this is the height, this is the hypotenuse.
Yeah.
So at this point, what will happen? Hypotenuse will go and join with the adjacent side. So adjacent will become hypotenuse. Right? So what is opposite by hypotenuse? That will be 0.
Oh. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So sine will become 0 if theta is 0. Now assume theta is pi by 2. Pi by 4. What is pi by 4?
Pi by 4 is...
45 degree.
Yeah. Okay.
Or pi by 2.
Isn't it just because it's 180 divided by 4 is 45,
See,
so it's 45.
This is pi by 2. This is pi by 2. So this is pi by 4. So pi by 4 is what? 45. So in this case, this adjacent and height will become same. This is 1, this is 1, this is root 2. Right?
Yeah.
So here, when this is pi by 2, opposite is root 2, adjacent is root 2. Right?
And,
Therefore
yeah.
this will become 1 root by over 2.
Yeah.
Cos also will be same. Sine also will be same. This is 1 here. Cos is adjacent by hypotenuse. This is the formula. Adjacent by hypotenuse. Fine?
Yeah.
And here cos will be how much? 1 by root 2.
Yeah.
And when this is pi by 2, what you are getting? The height will be equivalent to hypotenuse. Opposite side will be, the opposite side is growing and then becoming hypotenuse. So opposite side will become equivalent to hypotenuse. Adjacent side will be 0 because there is no adjacent side. The line is here. So sine 0 will become 0. This will become 1. So what is the difference between sine and cos? Therefore, sine x is equal to cos pi by 2 minus x. This is the formula.
Oh, just the formula.
This is what you are doing. So for every formula, what you use, there is a logic like this. So if you know this logic, this becomes simple.
Why am I writing X?
What time are we?
What's the time now?
5. We're leaving at 5.
Coming?
5 now.
Wait, we're leaving at 5?
It's 5:01.
We're leaving at 5?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was 5:30.
Because DrTPS has to
Are you
go
sure?
somewhere. Yeah.
I swear it was 3:30 to
3:30 to 5.
5. Check your messages. Don't skim them.
Whoa, yeah, so 30 to 5.
Pay attention. Whose parents are coming?
I don't know. It's called booking.
I did.
My mom literally just texted me. My dad's on his way.
Oh, never mind.
So how this is derived? This formula?
Oh, God. Bye.
I don't know.
Huh?
Are you outside?
How this is derived?
Well,
Okay,
isn't like
coming.
the whole radians thing
Bye.
like 180
Today,
degrees?
You're coming in?
Like,
What day is it today? Today's at 6:30.
well, I don't
Okay,
know
bye.
how it is, but
Thanks, Mom.
from what I got bits and
But
pieces, I'm
few.
guessing because 180 degrees is like pi.
How is
Pi
this
by
derived?
2 is 90 degrees, and
Is
then
it from the unit circle?
What did I explain to her so far?
It was.
From the unit?
No, what did I explain to her now?
How was there?
I was deriving it and you were looking and you were on word. So don't come from tomorrow. You're not interested. Did I not show you how it is derived?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad's downstairs, so. Bye.
Like,
Huh? I was just explaining to her and you were in your own world. You were in your own world. I was deriving the same thing. You're starting itself, you said this, you are not interested. So what should be done? If you're not interested, something is difficult, invest more time.
yeah.
That's what is to be done. Hmm? It may not